Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had spoken about him in the Quran, not directly, like Allah did not mention his name, but Allah had pointed at him in Surah Al-Ahqaf actually. And Allah had revealed the Quran about him even before his Islam. Allah had mentioned a certain verse talking about him even before being a Muslim. So you are talking here about a person that he was knowledgeable and he was a rabbi and he was reading. Actually, he was the most knowledgeable person in the Jewish community in Medina at that time. And his name is Abdullah ibn Salam. Abdullah ibn Salam, his original name was Al-Husayn ibn Salam. That man was knowledgeable. And he was Jewish, he was in Medina, but he was knowledgeable. His age, he was 20 years older than the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when Rasulullah got the messagehood, in which year? He was 40, right? So Abdullah ibn Salam was 60. Who said 60? MashaAllah. Brother Kamal, Brother Ismail, MashaAllah. That's good. I like the interaction during the lecture. What about you, Hassan? Hassan, what do you think? 50? Oh, okay, 60. MashaAllah. I thought that you failed in math. Did you fail in math before? Was perfect, right? Okay, so let's see that side. And MashaAllah, Naveed is here, MashaAllah. Allahu Akbar, Abid is here. May Allah bless our youth. Say Ameen. MashaAllah. Where is the youth? Raise your hand. Dr. Rahim, raise your hand amongst the youth. Yes, MashaAllah. Okay, Kaden is here, MashaAllah. Derek is here. You know, I'm making lots of du'as for Derek. Yes, MashaAllah. Yes, you are amongst the youth. Yes, I like this. Yes, MashaAllah, Brother Barakallahu Feek. May Allah bless you. So, Abdullah ibn Salam was knowledgeable. He read in the Bible about the description of the next prophet, the prophet who is about to come. And I will, because of the time, it's long narration about the description. He will be in a city which has the palm trees in Al-Medina. It means Al-Medina. And his people will fight against him. And he read about the description of his physical appearance and all of this. So all his family knew that Abdullah ibn Salam was waiting for a prophet to come. But he was wondering, all the news are coming from Mecca, that there is a prophet. And Mecca is not the same city like in Medina. So what's going on? And he discovered that his people will give him hard time, that he will be forced to migrate. So he was waiting for him to migrate from Mecca to Medina. And then one day, it's a beautiful story with his aunt. An aunt, her name is Khalida. Khalida. And I think one of our sisters here, her name is Khalida. And so it's a very, beautiful name. It's mentioned in the story of Abdullah ibn Salam. So Abdullah ibn Salam, one day while he was talking with his aunt Khalida, so don't mention, okay, what happened actually, he heard somebody saying, the prophet that we are waiting to come, he came. So Abdullah ibn Salam jumped out of happiness. He was so excited and he said, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. So Khalida said to him, if it was Musa, the one who is coming, you would not be excited like this. He said, I swear by Allah, he is the brother of Musa. And he is preaching the same message of Musa. She said, if that is the case, I would follow him. I would believe in him. Then Abdullah ibn Salam went on his way to meet the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And lots of people were waiting Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Beautiful, beautiful scene when they came to receive the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in Medina. Abdullah ibn Salam said, once I looked at the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, قلت والله ما هذا بوجه كاذب. it is impossible that face to be a face of a liar. He can never be a liar. Then he said, he came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he said, all the description that I was reading as a rabbi, as a Jewish person, I found it in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then I said, oh Muhammad, I have only 3 questions to ask. And nobody should know the answer except a prophet. So he said, what is the last sign of the Day of Judgment? That's number 1. Number 2, what is the first meal that the people of Jannah are going to eat? And number 3, how the child will look like his father or might look like his mother. So the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam smiled and he said, Jibreel just gave me the answer. So Jibreel was expecting Abdullah ibn Salam to say the same questions. So Rasulullah was taught the answer just few minutes away. So he said, the last of the signs that Allah will send a huge fire. That fire will push all the people towards the land of resurrection, towards the land that they will be gathered together so they can be questioned. This is the last of the signs before people being questioned. They will find huge fire. That fire will push them towards the land of resurrection. That's the first answer. The second answer, the first meal that people will take, they will take some of the pieces of the liver of the whale. Imam, what do you mean? Yes, it's called ziyadat kabid al-hut. It's like appetizer. And don't think of any food here in this dunya. This is just the name. Like pieces of the liver of the whale. That's the first meal ever in Jannah. And number 3, he said, when the water of the man during the private relationship, the intimacy, when the water of the man goes first, there's a high potential for the baby to look more like his father. And if the water of the woman, it went first, so there's a high potential for the baby to look more to his mother than his father. So he said, you give me all the answers, and now let me witness and let me say the Shahada. And he said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa annaka Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Then he said, O Prophet of Allah, let me test my people. He is the rabbi, so his community has to follow him. But he made a trick. I will say that very quickly to see how people reacted. Rasulullah called his community and he put Abdullah ibn Salam behind the curtains. Then he told them, "O people, what do you think about Abdullah ibn Salam, about your leader?" They said, "He is Sayyiduna, wa ibn Sayyidina. He is the best one of us. He's our master, and he's the son of our master." So he said, "So what are you going to say if you knew that he is a Muslim?" They said, "No way. No way that he will become a Muslim. It is impossible for him to be a Muslim." So Rasulullah opened the curtain and he said, "Let me introduce Abdullah ibn Salam, and now he is a Muslim." So all people said, "He is the worst of the worst of us. He is the bad. He is a very bad person. He is not our master. He doesn't know anything." Abdullah ibn Salam said, You see, here is my people and how they reacted, because they don't want, out of pride, out of arrogance, they do not want to accept the truth, which is Islam. That was just a very quick story about Abdullah ibn Salam, our leaders in Islam. May Allah bless you all. Allahumma ameen. Ya Rabbal Alameen. Jazakumullahu khairan. Barakallahu feekum. And let's continue our salah inshallah.